Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your Star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my weekly What I've Been Warming, and there's all sorts of good stuff here on the table, lots to chat about. It's been a really nice week, and there's a lot of variety that I was able to get through. So let's just dive right on in. First off, I will just tell you about a few things that are currently available that I did all in one day where it was everything green. So I really enjoy the key lime and grapefruit that's in our summer collection, which currently is all on back order when it comes to the bars and the bundles. But if you really like them or you want to try them, you can always do a Scentsy Club shipment. So I was talking to one of my best customers, I think the day after the 4th of July, and she doesn't normally do YouTube. So I give you a shout out, Sharon, even though I don't even think that you'll watch this. And I was talking to her about this because she's a fruity lover and she likes things that are green and things that are really fresh and zesty, and I think that she put this in her club because she really wanted to order it, but it wasn't available for a regular party closeout. So this one throws very nicely. It is sweet and tart. It is fruity. It's got really nice personality. It's also available in a fragrance flower and a room spray, which I think are not sold out when it comes to website summer collection merchandise. So I have enjoyed this very much, but I put it with the current lime and sugarcane, which is in our Bring Back My Bars. Now, my first review on this was that this is nice. Maybe not as nice as I remember. I really like it, but I like lemon verbena better. I still hold to I like lemon verbena better, but when I melted this with the key lime and grapefruit and alternate warmers, this is one of those bars, you guys, that I think over time, maybe some more of the sweetness will come out of the sugarcane that's in here with the lime and a little bit of mint. It isn't a super sweet bar, but it was nice and hot the day that I did this, and it reminded me why I used to think this was so exceptional. Way back in the day when you could get this in the catalog. It's been a very long time. So I did throw this in my quarterly club, I believe, kind of on a probationary basis, and I ordered a couple in a party closeout. I actually ended up doing 2 party closeouts this last week, one that I'd been holding on to where I had a very large order, and then some of you have been awesome and you were using my website to order your BBMBs and other things, and I appreciate you so much, and thank you for shopping in my party. And then my daughter had a friend over on the 4th, and the girl had never been over before, and she just fell in love with the whole Scentsy thing, so I'm like, well, of course, I'll order you a warmer with some of my hostess credits. So I went in and did another one so that I could bless this young lady. And I went downstairs and got a bunch of bakery bars for her, and she's going to be getting that in the near future when I get my shipment. It's so much fun to spread the joy of Scentsy to other people. If you guys enjoy giving Scentsy as gifts and surprises, please let me know that down in the comments, because unless you are allergic to home fragrance, I just think this sort of thing makes everybody happy. Anyway, I'm totally rambling, but in that second order, I think I threw in a couple of lime and sugarcane, and it's just one of those bars that is unique, and it's earthy, and it lasts forever. I mean, the key lime and grapefruit was long gone, and this was still chugging in the warmer, so that, I think, went up in my estimation when I went back and reviewed the second half, not in a rush. And then last but not least, I had 2 cubes left of Farmer's Market. Now this one, I love the smell. It's not super strong, but I ordered a good bit more of this also. And I'm going to put some of these away. I think I put a good handful that I wasn't going to of the bars from Bring Back My Bar into my clubs on a probationary basis, like I just said, because a lot of these on second warming, they're just so good and they're different. So the Farmer's Market probably will be a good fresh bedroom or bathroom scent. And it is carrot, rose, apple, and there's something else in here that's green. Maybe cucumber? And it's really nice. It just needs to be stronger. So I'm hoping that that 6-month cure that sometimes takes care of weaker bars like that will help that one. And that, again, like the lemon sugarcane, I think as a safety measure, I put it in my quarterly club just in case it's amazing in 6 months and I will not see that again for a long time. So then another thing where I have complained about this bar, and last year I found a mix for it. I have put this in a couple of my melting baskets, and I talked about it a good bit in May. My Rockstar Summer combination of Beach and Beach Daisy. Now this is so funny. When I had a couple clams of Beach, I think this came back last June for BBMB. We, as consultants, often just roll our eyes and say, why did we get that scent back again? And there are several of those scents. And this is one where for the longest time, I just hated this thing. It was so funky. The papaya was so forward and just not pretty. I do not know if my nose has changed. I'm aging, so, you know, you get into your almost mid-40s. I'll be 44 in September. Your olfactory senses might get a little more dull. I don't know. But this used to just blow me out of the water in an unpleasant way, and now I'm loving it. And last year, I mixed it all the time with Beach Daisy, which I also love. This one's like a coconut papaya suntan scent, kind of very nice and beachy. This is daisies and not cantaloupe, honeydew melon, and really, really nice. What's the last thing that's in here? Apple. I think it's apple, right? Yeah. Really light, really floaty. It's gotten slightly stronger over the course of a year, and Beach hasn't gotten more aggressive than it used to be. And I loved this, and I ended up wishing that I still had Beach in my club. Go figure that. So I'm going to have to go dig that up on the black market or something, because I like it so much more than I used to that I would even melt that cautiously, like not too many cubes, but a cube here, a cube there, all by itself in the house, which used to be something I would absolutely not do. So, and others of you where you have come around to scents that you used to genuinely hate, I'd love comments about those funny stories of, wow, I don't know why I like this better now, but I do, and then fill in the blank with whatever that scent is. So another day, which is far more normal for me, would be Vanilla Waves, Cinnamon Vanilla, and Churro Churro all over the house. Churro Churro is one of my favorite summertime bakery scents of all time. It's so good. It's got this vanilla fried dough pastry scent with beautiful gentle cinnamon sugar. It is now in medium strength. We had bars for a while before that came back in BBMB last year, where they must have just been sitting around for so long that they lost their oomph, or it wasn't the best batch of oil mixing or whatever. That is now, with these new, more fresh bars, so phenomenal, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Cinnamon vanilla goes very well with that. This is slightly stronger. It's not as bakery. It's more just a really nice, even keel spice scent with the cinnamon and vanilla, always in our catalog and always a winner. And then Vanilla Waves. I had one of you precious people that watches my channel that mailed me a few bars of Vanilla Waves that you just didn't care for. And I have been glorying in the fact that I have this huge stack of this now and I don't need to hoard it. So I've been enjoying so much of this beautiful, creamy, caramel, vanilla, seaside, dreamy summer scent. Just enjoying this so much. It's nice and strong, throws very well, lasts a long time. So one day I had been doing it with all the spices, and then another day I was doing a clam of that with, on the 4th of July, red, white, and berry pie, which I really like. I talked about this last week, so I finished that other clam that only had like half a clam of cubes. On the 4th, it's such a good sweet cherry with a little bit of pastry, and it almost leans a little bit Luden's Cough Drop occasionally. Only Luden's, not like Halls or anything that's got all that funky stuff in it. It's the cough drops that you want when you're not sick when you're a kid, you know. That scent. And then to amp up the cherry, I have a couple bars of Cherry's Jubilee from the Christmas time 5-bar holiday bundle. This is a scent where I'm really not sure why they put it in for Christmas. To me, it smells much more appropriate. Spring, summer, really nice cherry with a bit of zesty lemon, good and strong. Went very well with the Vanilla Waves and the red, white, and berry pie, very patriotic. Another day, I was feeling all fuzzy and cuddly, so I got out one of my fuzzy blanket bars, used the whole thing, because this is medium at best, but a very comforting scent. So it's somewhere between cuddly, cozy, and laundry. With the lavender, it's got honeysuckle, it's got sandalwood, it's a beautiful smell. If they ever do this in laundry, I'm buying like 6. It's so good. And then a little bit of black raspberry linen on the same day that I did the whole bar of fuzzy blanket. This is a bit stronger. This leans with the linen and then the black raspberry and hint of vanilla. A little bit more like a pink cotton, whereas the fuzzy blanket is a bit warmer, a bit less laundry, but they were both nice and fresh and just beautiful together in the house. Another day, I dug out one of my favorite bars that is truly strictly for summertime, and that is Summer Rain. I have this in my quarterly catalog, quarterly club, and it's just so nice. It was a scent of the month years ago with a very unusual warmer that had these sleeves that you could put on it so it kind of looked like it was raining. It had these very interesting patterns. If any of you still have that warmer, I would be interested to know if you enjoy it or if it is irritating because you have to kind of rebuild it every time you change the patterns with those sleeves. This has cyclamen, black lava salt, and this beautiful sweet rain that is unique. There are very few bars that complement this, but my favorite one to melt with it is Mahalo Coconut. And this, although it is more creamy, fresh, fruity, it has that same sweet quality of Summer Rain, and the two of them together in the house are one of my other favorites besides like the Beach and Beach Daisy combo. One of my favorite combos that I will purposely stick in a melting basket or try to remember to pair because it's just too good not to do it a couple times in the summer. So then today I am working on out here my blackberry meringue and an entire clam of an ancient bar of blackberry meringue. Now, unlike the Churro Churro, where I've had a lot of ups and downs when it comes to performance and volume of scent from the bars, this old blackberry meringue really caused a stir when it was in a flash sale because people could tell these are like old, like probably 5 years old. But I thought that I remembered the bar smelling pretty true to the scent and even being that many years old being fine. Whoops. So when I got this new bar of blackberry meringue, I knew I wanted to melt them at the same time to find out. And in all honesty, guys, at least the bars that I've got, they're performing pretty much exactly the same. They smell pretty much the same. I would say that the new blackberry meringue might have a little bit more of the spice. But other than that, they're exactly the same. So whoever's making squawk about how these were ruined, I don't think that they were. At least mine were not. So this is probably all that I've got left in the house. I might have one more of these really old ones hiding somewhere. But the thing is, even after saying all that, it's a pretty good medium performer. It's an interesting scent. It's unique. It's fig, meringue, blackberry, kiss of spice. But it kind of smells like banana to me. And I don't know why I get that. And I don't mind certain banana mixes. I really like coconut daiquiri. I was poking fun at voting back banana nut bread again, which who knows, we probably will end up with it with the special voting that we have for the original catalog and original scents. And it's just because I'm over it and I've smelled it many times. But there are certain banana smells that I can deal with for a while and I like them. But then when a bar like this blackberry meringue just vaguely reminds me of a banana smell that I don't like, or a banana Laffy Taffy, I don't really love that, so I don't think I'll be ordering any more of that bar. And then I was doing a little bit of pink sugar berry mint in the kitchen at the same time. And this is a sweet confectionery scent I can always get behind. It's fun. It's sassy. Definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. I think it's like raspberry cotton candy clouds and mint. And I don't need a ton of it, but when I'm in the mood, this is exactly what I want when it's sweet and sugar that I'm interested in. So I do have some bedroom and basement melts, but if you saw my melting basket for July, where I did a dedicated Scentsy June-July basket, and I will do a dedicated Scentsy August transition basket, but in between, other than bring back my bar, there's really not anything new for this month because we have SFR, so I thought I will go and dig out other things besides Scentsy that I need to melt. So I had a really cute clam called Dragonfly in, which those of you that know a lot more about movies and common culture and books than that I completely miss. I guess this goes with the Gilmore Girls. I was so excited to tell you what Dragonfly Inn smells like, but I put it in the basement, which would be the only place that something is weak. It's a pretty scent, but I knew it would be a weak scent in this clam, which a friend of mine mailed. I have no idea where it's from. And I meant to go downstairs and check it. Well, like 2 or 3 days later, I went to go clean the warmers out, and I thought, what did I have in here? Oh yeah, it was that Dragonfly Inn. I have no idea. It didn't throw real well because I didn't smell it upstairs or anything, but I have no idea what the scent was like. I am so sorry, but I think it was mildly pleasant, but I did not get back down in the basement to go sniff the warmers purposely while that was melting to give you any kind of a report. So I'm assuming it was blasé at best because it just never registered that that was what was going on down there and that I should report back to you on it. So in my bedroom, my friend Robin had sent me half of a clam of Melting Memories, lavender tea, and almond macaron. Oh, you guys. This had almond, citrus, jasmine tea, lavender, vanilla, tonka, and maple. Whatever the lady did to concoct this amazing confection, I wish I had 16. It was delicious. My younger daughter liked it. It was bakery, but in just the right way. The almond was tamed by all those other notes, and that was absolutely fantastic. Oh, she does a really good job. I keep saying I'm not going to branch out into other companies. I'm just doing my Scentsy, getting rid of these things, enjoying my Teddy Bees, but the Melting Memories is really tempting me. She's very exceptional with her scents. Robin got me into the first one. She'll probably get me into the second one. Okay, so then what else did we have that we were doing in bedrooms and in the basement that I haven't talked about yet? Vitamin M from this collection several years ago, where I have vitamin R in my club, and if money were no object, I would have kept vitamin M too. This is beautiful. I know this is my last about half a clam that I had of this. This was so good. It was lavender, sandalwood, and nutmeg. It's so unusual. I liked it then, I like it now. Really, really good bar. So I was also doing Pacific Daydream. I don't remember where. That might have been upstairs and downstairs. This was probably the same day as Mahalo Coconut and Summer Rain. This is a scent that I saw in clearance, I believe, a few months ago, and I scooped up a few of them. It is slightly more pink sea salt, so it's got that sort of savory, salty note. I think it has crystal clear water, maybe a little note of something like a bergamot, and maybe a tiny drop of pineapple water. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the notes in this in a long time. But I've always liked it. I think it was a scent of the month forever ago. It's perfectly beautiful for summer and really complements other things like this Summer Rain. Beautiful bar. So what else was I doing in the basement? I've got a couple of teddy bees here. So one of the things that went in the basement for days was Beach Blanket. This was so nice, you guys. This is a scent where I really enjoy it, but there's a little bit of funk with the coconut and the cotton sheets. So doing it on my main level, I liked it, but the basement, it was just perfect down there. And I have it all decorated for summer in cool blues and whites and sailboats and things. And this was just exactly what that room needed. It went for days. So this is supposed to have cotton sheets, ocean air, and fresh coconut. And you got the sheets, the cotton part, more on day one. And then you just had this beautiful, smooth, very fresh and airy coconut. It was not edible really at all. And this just went and went and went. I couldn't kill it. I cleaned it out of the warmers this morning, but it could have just kept on going. And that's when I put in the vitamin M. So another thing that I think I was doing this the same day as Churro Churro, but don't quote me. I got into some of my Loaf of Dapper Don. This is such a good smell. It is so unique. It's sort of bakery. My older daughter said, "Are you making cookies or what are you doing?" Because the different notes in here make it sort of smell as though chocolate chip cookies might have been cooked 3 or 4 hours ago, but it's not so convincing that it's like I just pulled them out of the oven. This is such a great scent. Palo Santo, creamy cocoa, and sensual vanilla. So it gives me that warmth, and I do not like chocolate in my wax. This is the first thing in my entire life where I really like it. I enjoyed that very much, and I'm pretty sure I did do that on the same day as Churro Churro, and they were fabulous together. So then I was doing some Sunkissed in the front room. I think I just cleaned out warmers where the wax had kind of died its death early, and I needed something else. This is a subtle scent, but it is so beautiful. Black coconut, cassis, white blooms, tonka bean, driftwood, and a hint of lime. And again, I wish I'd gotten 2 of this. I just didn't know how good it was going to be. And this is just a soothing, summery, beachy smell that isn't like anything else that I have. And when this is gone, I will be sad, but I cannot hoard my wax. I just got to melt it. So in my bedroom, one day I was doing some coconut palm, which is a real favorite of mine. I really like this. I've grown more and more to love it. And of course, when I'm done with the stockpile of bars that I have, because it's kind of a patchouli and green palm tree waxy chapstick coconut. That sounds disgusting, but I really like it. I don't know. Like I said with the beach, what's going on with me? I'm just getting older and my scent preferences are changing. I like the muskiness in that. And when that was sort of dying out, I threw a few cubes of white sands on top of it because I figured they'd be fine mixing in the warmer because I was being lazy. This one, the Churro Churro's gotten better, right, as I had a fresh batch of bars. White sands never used to smell like root beer to me, and I have had this bar in my club for years. I mean, years and years. It's supposed to be creamy with jasmine and rice milk, and it almost kind of reminds me of Fiji Sands from Bath & Body Works, but these last couple clams that I've had, I think that the oil ratio is different, and it almost smells like root beer, and it's kind of making me sad because that's not what I want to get out of my white sands. Anyway, that's been going on, so I'm a little disturbed. If that doesn't quit within the next year, I may pull it, which I don't want to do, but that is not the same bar that I used to love. Then another thing that we were doing in older daughter's bedroom, some Daydream Oasis, gorgeous bar, nice and fresh. This is in the current catalog. If you're looking for something for summer that's a little bit green, a little bit floral, and just the tiniest bit of, not fruity like juicy, but there's the essence of almost like a, I think it's pear leaf that's in here, but it's got that tiny hint of pear. This is really, really nice. It's a medium strong, goes for a long time, very good bars, somewhat unique. Then I did a couple days of Sadness Feeling Blue in my warmer, and my husband and I did go and see Inside Out 2 this weekend, and it was very fun. Maybe not quite as good as the first one as far as like tearjerker or anything like that, but it was very relatable. Having raised two teenage girls, I enjoyed it, and honestly it spoke to me on a few things, because I've always been the type of person who, I love people and I want to please people, and it's really easy to get into that trap of not feeling like you are good enough if you don't make the group or the team or the herd that you want to be associated with in life. And so it was a good little moment of reflection for me. Anyway, so Sadness Feeling Blue, she's a super sweet character, and this is kind of like My Hero, and it's kind of like some watery cologne bars, but it doesn't go to bergamot. It doesn't go to like a man's going to wear this out of the shower like as an Axe body spray or anything. It's a little more feminine than that, and I enjoyed it. I know it's got lavender in here, and I would almost bet that there's bergamot. So I think that that is worth a try if you miss something like My Hero. And then the very last bar I'm going to talk about for this week was my favorite surprise in probably weeks. And that is Happy Go Lucky. Shocking. I always sort of poke fun at the pink, sweet, and sugary bars that are sort of floral, they're sort of frou-frou. We've had things like the Sweet Amber and Freesia, which I enjoy in my bedroom. We've had things that are pink but much heavier, like Quiver, which is almost too va-va-voom sensual. I enjoy Quiver, actually, but none of those pink bars just speaks to me. Like, I need to have that in my club for forever and forever. And I had melted the first half of Happy Go Lucky, and I thought, yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a little bit weightier. It's got more complexity than something like a Sweet Amber and Freesia or the Lana Sarah that we had last year. But it's not super remarkable. Well, when I melted these other 4 cubes, I fell in love, put this in my bi-monthly club. It strikes the right balance where my friend Robin had said something about it reminding her of Quiver. I don't think it's nearly that dark or musky, but it's got enough grown-up complexity that it was delightful in my bedroom, and I'm going to want a lot more of this. So it has, I think, vanilla amber, it's got plum, and then it has some of those sweet light notes that are in all the pink bars. But it was just perfect for me. I would wear this as a perfume, which again, that's shocking. It's kind of got a little bit of the sophistication of plum and white woods, but it doesn't go woodsy at all. It's more just that juicy plum note, like a plum blossom or whatever, because I have read you the description, but I don't remember all the notes. Just love this. Absolutely love this. And if you like either of those bars that I had mentioned and you want a balance on the scale in between the two of them, I think this is your bar. And I am very happy that I went back and revisited the other half of that clam before Bring Back My Bar was gone, because if I had just thrown that in my sort of half empties bin, which I'm going to sort later today for the same reason as I'm mentioning now, I would have been really sad that I hadn't put that in my club, or at least stocked up on it, because it was really, really good. So I hope that you guys are enjoying your July. I hope your 4th of July was nice. Ours was very quiet, almost maybe a little bit anticlimactic. We walked in the parade with our church. We went to my folks for lunch. But my girls are getting older, and they had certain things that they wanted to do, and so they went off and did them. And I was basically home with my husband and my dogs, and just kind of wondering, I think I see now why most parents beg their kids to come and visit them when they're grown, because they get a little bit bored. And then my daughter had her friend come over for a little bit before they went out to see the fireworks, and that's when she saw my house and she saw the warmers, and we had a nice little chat, and I met her father, and my husband had a good chat with him, and people are just wonderful. Do not forget to take time to meet new people and enjoy new things, because this life is very short. And we will answer in eternity to the Lord for the things that we've chosen to do. But it is people that are the one thing that are eternal. and they are of value, and we need to invest in each other, get to know new people, get to love new people, because it's just fantastic. So have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.